Aloha, and good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you guys are. Thank you for joining me today on this impromptu Terry is in big trouble hike and live stream. It's supposed to be a produced video, but here we are live. And you may be asking yourself, self or Tony, is that Diamond Head in the distance over there? Yes, it is. Tony, is that Waikiki over there way down that super steep hill off in the distance? And isn't that Waikiki Beach over there in the distance? Yes, it is. And isn't that a steep hill there? And another steep hill there. And are those the pine trees you were telling us about? Oahu? It's like a forest up there? Yes, it is. So first off, before we get going too far, how's the audio and the video? Is the video size okay? The video size that we did the other day on the interview with Brenda did not turn out great. But this is going to be a great video. Aloha, LC and Marley and Jackie, Annette, Janet, always good to see you. Nobody's shunned today. I don't have the energy to manage what the shunning is. So I went to the Kaimana Hotel on the other side when I did Diamond Head, came over this way. I thought, I'm going to go through Kaimuki, which is right over in this area, and then come across here and see if I can get up this hill. And I was talking with Terry, and Terry said, hey, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a hike live stream. She immediately sent out a live stream notice that she calls me and says, hey, they're going to be ready at 1. And I'm like, no, that's not what I said. So anyway, this does not look formidable, but wait till we're at the top and then we go down. Okay, so video's good, audio's good. Okay, so I may just take off my mic for a few blocks of this. We're 90% up the hill. Hello, everybody. Lance, Michelle, Mary Kay, Michael. I'm not going to do a lot of shout outs right now. Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood. All these lava rock walls. We're going to Lahaina National Park right up there. I promise I won't be breathing like this the entire time. But this is a good test for how hiking streams would be, and how I'm sure you guys probably don't want to hear this huffing and puffing. Yeah, that's Waikiki there in the background. This is the other way to come up this hill. It's down that street. As a matter of fact, that's how we'll go down. But isn't Diamond Head beautiful? We will be actually a little bit above Diamond Head when we're at the top. Trust me, guys, I'm not going to be breathing like this the whole time. We're almost there. We're up one more block and one more turn. That was the Blaisdell Center below. No, I'm going to guess it's about 80, maybe. I enjoy looking at these houses. Some of them have beautiful views as it starts to rain. It actually rains up here a lot. I'm just going to turn the camera a little bit. Aloha, Sandy. Mayreen. Sandy, Mayreen again. Shirley, Kathy. There are tons of chickens up here. Aloha, Christian. Sorry for the hard breathing. I'm pulling the mic away from me so you guys don't have to hear it the whole time. Oh, like I said, guys, it doesn't seem like a steep hike, but that's Diamond Head. And we're gonna be a little bit above it, or right at eye line. And this goes straight. You'll see when we go back down, it goes much faster, but you'll see just how steep it is. But this is the payoff right here. This is what I've always been telling you guys about. This Wahena National Forest. And I've tried to stream from here. Whoops. I tried to stream from here about 2 years ago, and it was totally different equipment, and I had some problems, so fingers crossed, guys. But this is the hike I always tell you about that has the pine trees up at the very top. When we're in Waikiki and we're looking up here at those pine trees, this is the area I tell you about that it's just all beautiful little cottage houses, and you go around one corner and boom, you're in Seattle. Big old tall pine trees, cats and chickens fighting each other like the Jets and Sharks, Bloods and Crips. No, I live 3 miles from here. Oh, and I did. I brought a bottle of water. I've already filled it up once. I came from Kaimuki. Well, I went from my house to the base of Diamond Head. Just that's not around the whole base, just the far base. I took some photos that I want to do a post for. And I was just on my way back, and like an idiot, I told Terry, hey, I may do a hiking stream, meaning a hiking stream from where I was to where I was going to go to in Waikiki. And then by that time I said, no, I'm going to see how high I can get up Wahila, because man, I was beat. I just came off a three and a half day fast. From the time I saw you guys, I went one more, 3/4 of a day. So, but I love to hike when I'm fasted. So, okay, check this out. How beautiful is this? Without my heavy, idiotic breathing, how beautiful is this? Oh yeah, and then she sends me back a screenshot. She goes, check it out, Tony. It's all set up for 1 o'clock. I go, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, I was right about a third the way up the hill, and I said, man, you never quit a hike. Never, ever, ever. I mean, unless you get hurt. Because you can start and stop all you want. Anyway, so let's check this out, okay? And guys, take note, not a screenshot, there's nothing to remember for a trolley, but take a look at this. Look at this, the arches on this house. Remember that, because I'll show you this house when we're down there and show you how far this really is. But you can kind of see that second to last building way over there, that's Kaimana Hotel. That's Diamond Head, of course. You see the Waikiki shell right there, the little shell. Just to the right of that is the zoo. And there's all the hotels, all the usual suspects. Queen Kapiolani, Park Shore, so on and so forth. And just for reference, let me show you here as well. Let me see. Do you see the two Hyatt towers right there? Two Hyatts? Yeah, guys, so I'm sorry about the breathing. I can't, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm trying, I'm about to pass out by not breathing. And I don't like bringing the mic back and forth out. And this is Wahila, not Wahena, it's Wahila. Doggone it, Wahila. So check this out. And this may not come across in the stream, but see that? That's streets, concrete, just little trees, things like that, trash cans. And then look at this right here. From here on back, it's pine trees, and it is beautiful. And you'll see, I've seen pigs in here. I did see pigs here, but I saw a family of baby pigs, sounders, what they're called, over here, a mama, and about 7 little pigs. They were smaller than Lucille. So, but look how beautiful this is here, huh? And because it rains here often, like several times a day, it's very lush and it's cooler. And if you're not done with that hike, go down this trail here, and it goes down a long way, and then you can fight your way back up. I did that back in the day, but we're not going to do that today. And I also have my Tony hiking uniform on, which is 2 long sleeve shirts, and it's working their purpose. But this is not just for just this paved road. It's a beautiful place to come back here, take a picnic, go hiking back in these trails. When you go back in these trails, you want to be very careful, not because of pigs or anything like that, but because of bikers, mountain bikers. There are no motorcycles allowed up here, but there are mountain bikers. And mountain bikers, some of them bring their electric bikes, which there's no difference between the electric bikes and the regular bikes as far as you're concerned. It's just that they go tearing through these trails. And I'm all for them. Hey, let them take their trails and do what they want to do. I just wish they'd be a little bit separate, or they'd have a noise that they would make or something. I don't know, because I've had really, really, really close calls with myself and Lucille when we were on the trail right back here about a year ago. If I would have stopped and rested for about 10 seconds before I went, man, it would have been good night, Irene, for me. Maybe it killed me, but it would have definitely messed me up, because 2 guys came by down a hill like this, just roaring. Just ripping. And it was a little bit my fault too, because I had headphones on, which I shouldn't have had. I knew better. So we both would have been at fault. So guys, honest engine, how annoying is it to hear me breathing like I'm dying on these streams? That's why I don't want to do harder like hiking streams with you, because I'd like to take you, but man, hearing, and you guys, let me tell you something. I don't care what kind of shape you're in, unless you're like triathlete shape, you're going to get hit on this first couple of hills coming up this street, and you didn't even see them. I'll show you on the way back down if you stay with me. Worrisome. All right, good. Oh, good. All right. Well, maybe we'll do some more hikes then. But isn't this, and I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I just think this is so beautiful. But wait till you see these views back in here. It's a great reward for that hike you just did, But some lazy bums drive up here. The bus comes most of the way up to Ruth's place. That last street we were on, that's called Ruth's place. Like Ruth's Chris. The bus will take you up there. Obviously, they do pickups and drop-offs. I think this is just a really sweet reward for a hike, or if you're in Waikiki or Hawaii for a while and you want a totally different, change of pace. This is it, in my opinion, or one of them anyway. This trail goes up over there a little bit, the concrete, and then it breaks off into trails, and they just go in all different directions, just various trails and what have you. Who said that? I haven't heard anyone breathe hard in 5 years. I usually, as a matter of fact, I've only not taken Lucille up this hike maybe 4 or 5 times. I brought her up here maybe another 10 times or so, at least. She loves it up here because there's big cats and chickens everywhere. She doesn't bother the chickens. Yeah, that was funny. She doesn't bother the chickens, but boy, she wants to have words with the cats. So wait till you see what's on the other side over here. See, just little trail, and you'll see those muskrats or ferrets or whatever you call, all over the place up here too. But isn't this gorgeous compared to just, the streets of Waikiki and all that kind of stuff? If you know kind of the side trails, which ones to go on, which to avoid, because there's some you want to avoid just because they're very popular with mountain bikes. But often you'll be able to tell if there's a lot of mountain bikes because you'll see the racks on the backs of their cars, because rarely do they ride up here. And if they ride up here, they're not driving these trails very hard, because that street coming up is a killer. Actually, let me take you down this way. Sorry about that, guys. I know I switched back and forth there, but let me take you this way. The size of the video is bigger and everything like it normally is, not like it was on that silly interview with Brenda. I hated that so much when I saw that. And all the settings were the same, but YouTube overrode it and reduced the image size. Made me so mad. So it's raining out here a little bit, so we may get some rain on the lens, but it's worth seeing. And you want to, if it's really raining, like it's not really raining hard, but when it's really raining, you want to kind of watch, because there are, it gets slick. And I've had a fall down here. I've been down here when it was pouring rain, pouring, much like my Olamana hike, pouring rain. But how's this for a view? You just come out here and this is it. Manoa Valley, Manoa Falls is over there. Look how beautiful this is. And you can just kind of see, you can take these trails down. I've taken the one right down there. I've taken that one down, but it gets really, really steep. I mean, you need to hang on to trees. You're not free hiking it. It's like, you see that right there? You see that real light trail through here, kind of like, let's see, right there, you see it? That's about what it's like. Not quite that bad, because that's about 70 degrees maybe or so. But this one's kind of like that. So you don't want to go down any of those trails very far. And if you go down this one, you see right there, it just kind of turns, and that's it. It just goes down. So just stay on these trails, the wider trails, and be careful, because man, this dirt, like right here, like this, that could be really really slick on you. How about this, huh? And really the best, even if you continue to go down here, let's go down this way a little bit more. And again, I can't stress it enough. When you walk on this, put your full foot down instead of just the balls of your feet, because when you put your full foot down, not heel first, but flat foot, try and do it like that, because it gives you more surface. And so this is the trail we went down before. See, it gets really, really steep right there. But let's take a look. See, that's the trail I'm trying. It's like not even a trail when you get down to here. You're like grabbing on a tree to a tree, and then when you're down there, you're hoping there's a way out that way, and there's not. There is, but you can't get to it. You can't do it without breaking something, or I can't anyway. And this gets you enough of a view, really. You don't need to, risk anything really. But I wanted to show you this because anybody, I mean, if you're in a walker or something like that, you can't do this. But if you're minimal mobility, you can do this hike, or down to here is what I mean. Can you guys see all the nice landmarks in the distance? Manoa Falls, Manoa Valley. There's the airport. You see the airport runways, Janet? Chevrons right there. No, you can't see them, but you see it straight out there. The harbor just on this side. There's Blaisdell, that white kind of arc. That's Blaisdell. Right down here, the green, right at the very edge, that's the convention center. There's the mall, right there. Right there's the mall. And that's Ala Moana Beach Park. Eva Beach over there. Pearl Harbor way over there. Can't really see. Wahala. I'm going to show you the sign. I should be fined every time I get that wrong. Yep, runway in sight. You could slow fly it. No, not from here. That's probably 7 miles. But you could, no power. If you're in a 185, I bet you could stab that sucker if you're 5,000 feet up, don't you think, Janet? If you had some good wind in your back. If not, I would land right there next to Blaisdell. There's a high school right there. There's a track. You'd have to drop. You'd have to fly in, slow, drop flaps, and boom. Drop that right on that high school track. Isn't, I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe you guys are like it. I can't read all your stream or all your comments, but I just think this is just so beautiful. So beautiful. Just do a power off stall, just for good measure. Turn everything off. Keep that nose above the horizon, and Bob's your uncle. I don't know. It never gets old to me that right around the corner is an urban street with houses, concrete, fireplaces, cars, and there's this beautiful, and it just smells exactly like you think it would. It smells piney. Smells like, forest. And I was so tired I didn't even think to say it, but hopefully you're going to learn a little something. I know you have, and I know you've laughed. You at least laughed once at Janet. I want you to know I appreciate every single second you guys choose to invest in me and in your channel and your page and group. It means a lot. That is one of the trails I was telling you about. It's really wide. It doesn't seem like that treacherous, but as you're deeper into the forest there, it dies down and it gets thinner. That's where Lucille and I almost met our maker. I'm surprised there aren't any chickens out here. I usually see, kid you not, at least 50 chickens. No joke. And about half that many cats. With kittens, the cats have kittens out here and they're running around with them. And those cats and kittens don't know any different. They think they're living large. They think this is probably the best life in the world. They have water, you know, water outlets and faucets and stuff, and all the food they can eat with those chicks and chickens, and people bring them food all the time. Ladies come out here like they do at Magic Island and Moana Beach Park and put out cans of food and bags and bags and bags of dry food, but the chickens eat it too, so it's equal opportunity. They have restroom facilities up here. I think they're right straight through there, but those are not cabins, awnings where you could have picnics. So what do you guys think? Is this someplace you'd want to come? Yeah, the people that, where I am right here, it's just people coming from one trail to another. You really don't see them, and you don't see, oh, there's some chickens right there. What's up, ladies? And see, you're from right here into Waikiki proper, from about, I can almost tell exactly, from right here to International Marketplace, I think it's 3.6 or 3.4 miles. I actually have a mapping software. When I get my other phone in, I'm going to start mapping our hikes. So what we'll do is, as we go along on these hikes, it creates a 3D animated route. So when you want to say, well, hey, where did you go today? Or maybe I missed it, or what did the first part of the stream look like? And maybe you don't want to watch a stream, or maybe you just want to see the route we took. I'm going to upload it and to the drive, and then Terry can just load it to a post, and you can see a 3D animated walk. You can see video stills of where we went, what it looked like that little spin I did of the trees, that would be on there because I stopped and did it. And it'll say how long it took, how many miles, duration, elevation, and 3D map. So if you drive, and I wouldn't, even if I was in great shape, I wouldn't hike it if I were you. I went a little longer today than well, you're going to see. I'm actually, I've got my battery pack with me, so I can walk. I actually am going to walk all the way back to Waikiki. We may stop at Leonard's and maybe Rainbow Drive-In, because I am starving and I can eat anything I want right now. So I'm going to walk back to Waikiki, and you'll see how far it is. But it's not just a straight 3 miles. Once you get to the bottom through Kapahulu and the bottom of this street here, you'll see it's I'm going to say it's hard. It's challenging. You'll see. I don't need to keep talking about it. But I would take a bus up here, or take an Uber up here, or your rental car, come up here, maybe do a little hike around like we did, and you're only up here maybe 45 minutes or an hour, and you've had a really good experience, and you've seen this view live. I'm going to show you in just a minute, Ruth, where we are. And Stephanie, I think you're the one who asked where we are. I'm going to show you in just a moment. I need to make a bit of an adjustment right here on some audio and video real quick. This reminds me very much of Moana Falls. It's actually over just 1 mile, or one mountain peak that way. So it's the same terrain. It just looks exactly like it to me. All right. All right. How many of you saw the infamous pig video? To all the doubters and all the people that said you didn't do it in the rain, you didn't have a pig, there wasn't one. This is right, that trail that I was telling you about up there, that where it gets a little bit dicier, this is where it runs into. From up there, it was wide and gets really thin. This is where it gets down to. Oh yeah, they it wasn't the 19, or it didn't look like a familiar name anyway. They said I was bragging. He's posted that twice in 2 weeks. Is he trying to get clout for it? No, I'm not, because I'd have probably posted it 50 more times over the last 5 years, but I did not. And if I did, who cares? Okay, Stephanie, this is where we are as we speak. Look at this, cheater. See this guy, electric bike? I think that's cheating. This is where we are. How's it going, cheater? There's Diamond Head. I shouldn't have said that to him. Oh, that wasn't nice. That's Diamond Head. There's Kaimana Hotel over in that area. But does the ocean look beautiful from here? And just notice this, the arches on this building. When you're down in Waikiki, and the next time you're in Waikiki, look up this hill, look at these pine trees, and you'll see these unique arches, this unique architecture, and you'll say, that's the house that Tony was pointing out. And that's International Marketplace right along this tree line. You see the street and river waterway right there? That's it right there. So when you walk out this side of International Marketplace, look up and see that. So that's the name of it right there. So let's get down this pig. And I don't mean that in a negative connotation. See, there's the bus. The bus takes you up to there even. Pigs are my friend. No camping. And my apologies for the, if it gets windy a little bit, it won't be that bad because the wind gets cut off by the houses, but I have to have the mic unplugged while I'm charging. So I'm just going off my phone microphone. So apologies for the audio quality. It'll be better when we're around this corner too. Some of these houses here have some of the most ridiculous views. Like, just look through there. Yeah, we're on our way back. It'll look very familiar. It's the only way, the way up is the only way down. It'll look very familiar for the first block or two, and then I'm going to take another way down because I want you to see the best way to come up. Yes, there's orange therapy. There's actually several I've seen. There's one over there by somewhere. I'm not somewhere, but it's somewhat close to Ala Moana Mall and Don Quixote. Old Hawaiian lady sitting there in a rocking chair in her front yard. That's so beautiful. Elderly Hawaiian woman, I should say. And there's Diamond Head. Isn't that a beautiful view too? All right, let's get down this sucker. Sometimes Sometimes I'll jog it down a little bit, but you don't want to jog the, or I can't. I mean, I could, but I don't want to because you're not gaining anything by doing it other than time. You're saving a little bit of time. And if you're a lighter fella, smaller fellow, I guess it's not as bad, but it gets hard on the old knees, even if you foot, do the ball of your foot first, A lot of this concrete is, even the concrete I like. I don't know why. I know it sounds so dumb, probably to some people, but these houses are just, almost no one waters their lawn because the mist and the water up or the rain up here is just so plentiful. It's inclement, rains like it's raining right now a little bit, but not bad. The sun's out and it'll rain a little harder, usually around, almost always on the island. And the places where it rains, it's about around 3-4 o'clock and then it stops. Aloha, Tracy. Glad you make it if you're just joining us. Hello, sir. How's it going? Beautiful day. I will. No, some are, some aren't. They're like the homes in Malibu, to where you see just the garage, but then on the other side is where the ocean is, and there's an abundance of square footage beyond there. See, like this kind of gets down a little bit. But see, that's like the South Shore. Let's see, where's like Kahala's around over that way. That's the walkway that we go to Kahala. I think that is. Wait, no, Kahala's down on the other side over there. But you may be able to see. You can't see it. I mean, I could barely see it, but that's Molokai, Lanai, and Maui right over there. Maui's just a big, super, super light arch. I'm really doubtful you can see it, which reminds me, I have something coming in the mail this weekend. It's going to be delivered. You guys are going to like it. Is that the temperature here, Janet? Is 80? Is Annette on here? The woman I will not call a cheater anymore. Is Annette on here? Did you see her, Janet, or no? The lens, yes, Michelle. Good. Annette doesn't want me to tell you guys this, but I'm going to. She can't stop me, so I'm going to. So Annette cheated. Annette won the very first 4-day Waikiki trolley pass, right? And just as a reminder, all the Waikiki trolley passes from that day, from today going through June, are going to be the 4-day multi-pass, which I think is great that Waikiki Trolley stepped up. We're trying to get them to do a couple other things because I want to keep getting more and more stuff for you guys. But that was very, very gracious of them. And the only reason they did that, one, they like me much better than Shasta. I mean, come on. Second of all, you guys have done such a phenomenal, out of the box, out of the park, off the charts job of tagging and doing those reviews. The reviews, which we're going to do a giveaway around the reviews for Waikiki Trolley again coming up really soon. But because we did such a good job, because you did such a good job, they're giving us the 4-day pass now. So you can use your pass for 4 days. They don't have to be consecutive days, they're just 4 days. You can use them on any tour or any route that you like. And it's a 4-day pass. It's a really, I personally think it's their best deal economically because they have, 4 days on and off. And as I said before, Waikiki Wendy Silva told me about this and pointed it out. And I just thought it was just a phenomenal idea that use it as your Uber. If you're going anywhere from Sea Life Park way over there to Chinatown way over there, use the Waikiki trolley. And then even if you don't use it for the whole way, use it half the way and then take an Uber from there and save money on it. I think it's a great deal. Not only that, but I actually have this list with me still. I'm going to show you. And then I'll get onto the Annette Moody thing in just a moment. But in addition to that, the trolley pass and it being a great deal, whether it's a 1 day, 4 day, or 7 day, guys, you really need to know this. And I was blown away by this. If you go onto Waikiki Trolley's main website, in the dead center of their page, it has their list of exclusive coupons and partners. And normally I'm not a big coupon guy. I'm just being very honest. I would never use them. I just can't. But morality keeps me from doing it. But you need to go on there and check out all the cool places and all these stores where you get discounts, and they're discounts all along the way. The routes on the Waikiki Trolley, and there's things like Kona Brewing Company, you get 10 to 20% off. Highway Inn, 10 to 20% off. Village Bottle Shop, 10 to 20% off. Island Slipper, 10 to 20% off. Trident Adventures, and Trident Adventures has a bunch of snorkel, scuba, boating adventures. You get 10 to 20% off. Spaghetti Factory, Morning Brew, which is over there. I believe it's the location in Ala Moana. The zoo and aquarium is like 20% off, and those are freebies as long as you have a Waikiki trolley pass. And if you buy one here, through our discount code, which is GTH20, or I'm sorry, GTH10, you still save. Or if you win one like a net one, that I just think it's a great deal. I just can't get over it. So how's this for reviews, guys? Then I promise I'll get to Annette in just a moment. From the airport. So this gives you a good idea. You see a very far building, from about that building over this way a little bit, from there all the way around this corner is where Waikiki Trolley passes. Obviously they don't go this deep, but you can get off anywhere. It's better to take an Uber from here to there than from there to there. You can take the trolley half the way. Heck of a savings. Beautiful view. Yeah, go to Walmart. There's Aloha, or the Ala Moana Mall. So if you guys remember, Janet actually won a Waikiki trolley pass. And because Annette, which I did not realize is a fly girl also, she's I think, are you former military or active military, Annette? She's a badass regardless, just like Janet is a badass. Well, because those two, like people know like people, you know what I mean? So Janet wasn't going to be in Oahu for a few months, and Annette is coming, I think, sooner. So, and Annette at that point had not done this ridiculous run of wins, which I'm still suspect about these wins that she did. But she went on this mad run of wins. Before she did that, Janet contacted Terry and said, hey, I want to give my trolley pass to Annette, which I thought was amazing. I mean, it's not a big financial thing, but just the fact that she thought to do it, and the reason she did it was because she wanted to respect her for her service. And I thought that was just amazing. Well, since then, Annette won several other things, and the Waikiki trolley passes and things like that. Well, on the stream the other day, we did the very first 4-day multi-day pass giveaway, and out of the blue, Annette, I promise, guys, I mean, I wouldn't be, if I was cheating, I wouldn't be giving it to the same person. Not that I have anything against Annette, I just like giving her a hard time, but Annette won. She won the 4-day pass. You know what she did? Contacts Terry and says, Terry, because Janet is a badass, and because Janet is a fly girl like me, and because Janet has had a huge heart to do this for me, I want to give it back to her. So we are giving that 4-day pass from Annette to Janet, totally unsolicited on either side. And I think that's just a wonderful thing to me. And I know this is sounds very full of myself, but I think this is exactly what this page is all about. Sure, you're going to have other pages, have a lot of people that like each other, what have you. But the fact that you guys think about each other to that degree, to help each other out like that, I just think that's, to me, I'm probably making more of it for myself, you know, because the way I feel about it, I just think that's just amazing. So Annette, I think it's I think it's just amazing that you did that. I really, really do. Yeah, and they did it on their own. Janet contacted us, then we contacted Annette. Annette gave it back herself, and it was just, you know, I just think that's awesome. Speaking of awesome, look at this view. Yep, you're right, Lance. Yeah, not too bad for a cheater. So Annette, what all have you have you won? You've won a trolley pass. Didn't you win a Pearl Harbor pass too? Yeah, I think it's amazing. Well, let's pump the brakes on that sweet and kind when it comes to Janet. I would hate to get on that lady's bad side. If you're on her good side, yeah, I'm sure she's nice and wonderful, sweet, kind. But I think 5 minutes with Lance we would see what she's made of. See, now this street right here, Lance, doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but let me get down to the bottom of this hill and let me show you what it's like. It's just they're not super steep hills. There's only one or two that are steep up here, but it's just consistent and it's hot concrete. That's what I think elevates the difficulty. When are you coming, Annette? See, check this out. Can I see how it goes up that way? When it never ends, you know, it just never ends. Do you mean Laura Flynn? The girl that's married to Harrison Ford? I'm just teasing. That's the coward's way to go. Right there. But we ain't no coward. Yes, it does. And it doesn't do every route, every street, 24/7. There's some where it does not go. Some routes where it does not go. That's what I mean to say. You know, many of these houses here are multifamily, like 2 and 3 families live in these houses, like some of these bigger houses here. You know, they build these rock walls here because out of this lava rock, and they make that mortar, you know, that just because it's plentiful, but I think it's kind of unique and beautiful. Like this hill, check this out. If I'm going down it, I don't think you see how steep it is, but some of these cars have trouble going up them, and you'll have to downshift. You know, you'll hear it when this truck comes by. They definitely have to downshift. Hear it? See, check that out. Your relief is this little flat part right here, and then it goes coming up. It is anyway. Yeah, I think it's going to jerk the camera around too much. We're almost done. We're going to be down on the flat over here, and then Leonard's Bakery is right over there. Do you want to stop at Leonard's or Rainbow Drive-In or Safeway? Safeway, get a coffee? Ooh. How boring of a stream is this for you guys? See that street name? How would you say that? Allencaster, I think. Allencaster, maybe. That's the name of this main street here. Then it goes up to Ruth's place. It goes to Peter. No, I believe it. They're biblical names, ironically, and then Ruth's. Ruth's place is the one at the very top. Yeah, man. I had what was I saying? Oh, eggs, broccoli, and salmon. Little bit of salmon last night, because you can't, after you do a fast like that, and that hike I did this morning, man. When you do it, if any of you have ever fasted and then you do work out, don't you love that feeling? It's a feeling that you have nothing on your stomach except for water or coffee. No sugars, no food, nothing like that. This morning, again, I had it last night, but I did almost 4 days, about 3.5 day fast, but it was just feeling good. You know, you get that really kind of ethereal feeling. But I still have it now because I don't have hardly anything on my stomach, but it's like, you know your body is just ripping down every bit of bad toxins in your body. Of course, I did it a couple days ago, but you just feel good about it. You know, I don't feel tired at all. I don't feel weak or wanting right now, except for water. Yeah, that's a great way to work out, great way to hike too. But you need to really load up on protein right after. You should, or I shouldn't say that. I need to stop saying you should or you. This is a recommendation. I've noticed that on the streams when I'm talking about health and that type of thing. Like you should this, you should that. I am in no way an expert, nor am I giving advice. I'm just sharing what I should say. What I like to do is what I should say is hike without any food. Really fasted. It really heightens your acuity, or it heightens my acuity anyway. It's a great way to cleanse your liver if you drink or if you eat crappy foods a lot. Good way to purge your body if you do 2 or 3 fasts like that. Yeah, they do. They say I do. That's right, Lance, University of Life. Is that right? Gerard, good for you, man. I'm telling, I don't say that. Okay. For me, when I don't drink, which I don't, but once in a while, when I need just like a really hardcore, bad sugar fix, I'll drink a Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi and just down that sucker, and it tastes so good. Don't get me wrong, a lot of those foods taste good. The foods and the water and the drinks, they taste really good, but they're just bad for you. Okay, so see this kind of, Lance, you see like these 3 levels? We've now done, there's 1, 2, 3 levels like this, and it doesn't seem like that difficult, but it's just consistent, man. And wait till you see this last one. This is just one of them. This is the one, and there's one more past this. Well, Gerard, I can mention this. I'll say it that way. If you go 2 weeks without eating anything that doesn't die, rot, or bleed, your body is going to start rewarding you by telling you getting up earlier or getting up without aches and pains. And then if you use it with really good supplements, and if you kind of calibrate how much you eat and when you eat, for me anyway, you know, like I'll go home tonight and I'll be a little bit sore. My knees will be a little bit sore, but man, I'll be ready to go at 3. You know, I'll go home, I'll take a nap, then I sleep, go to bed about 8, get up about 10, go back to bed, get up at 3 o'clock, and man, I'm at it all day until for the duration. And I drink, you know, the apple cider vinegar drink I was telling you about. I'll do just a magnesium, a lot, you know, double the dose of magnesium, double the dose of zinc, you know, and all the supplements I told you before, you know, I told you already. Berberine, metformin, resveratrol, all those things. Probably the most important is NMN. That's the most, I mean, it's that on its own will do wonders for you, but that combined with berberine and resveratrol, all those types of things, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. It, you know, helps rejuvenate. Well, just look at the studies yourself. Look up Dr. David Sinclair and look at his, you know, his protocols, what they call it. He has quite a few podcasts he's been on. The one he's been on with Joe Rogan is probably the best one. The other guy that I would recommend, and just, you know, don't take my word for it all. Just his name is Gary Barrick. Is it Barrick? Gary? Oh my gosh! Look up Dana White protocol and Gary, and I can't think of his last name. I'm sorry. One of you may know who it is. Listen to that podcast, that 3-hour podcast with Joe Rogan. Whether you're a fan of Rogan or not, whether you're a fan of Dana White or not, it doesn't matter. Listen to that podcast. At the end of 3 hours, you'll be much, much more educated. You may not do anything. You may not take any action. You may think the guy's full of hot air, but you'll know a lot more than what you did before. But he talks about his protocol. I've actually done his protocol under a different naturopath, with blood panels every 60 days and 90 days and every 120 days. And I did that years ago, which put me on the protocol that I'm on now. And it is a game changer. I'm telling you, it is. It just, for me, it is. For me, it's a game changer. I can tell you this, I don't act my age. I don't think I look my age. I hike with guys that are in their 30s and I eat them alive. See that road right there? That doesn't seem like that big of a thing, Lance. That'll make you want to quit. By the time you get from here to there, you'll want to quit. But that's not the start. The start's just around the corner here. Brecca, gosh almighty, there you go. Gerard, you guys are so smart. That's the guy. And I'll be honest with you, that guy says some things that I don't totally agree with, and I have no basis in confirmation in saying why I do, why I don't. I mean, I do, but it's just opinions. And trust me, that guy's forgot more today than what I will ever know in my entire life. So don't think I'm questioning his credibility or his authenticity based on something that I know more than him, because that is not at all what I'm saying. For me, I know what it works for me, and because I've already done it. I've done the IV drips, I've done the magnesium packs, I've done the zinc. I know how my body works. And the other thing is that I really like about he and David Sinclair is that they will tell you straight up front, this is not an all things to all people. What I take, Lance can't take. What Lance takes, Gerard can't take. What Gerard takes, I can't take. Things like that. And what will work for me may not work for you. You may not need to get up or want to get up as early as I do. You may not need as much magnesium. But when you do those panels, to me, this is the best advice. And I'm probably going to delete this stream too. The best advice I can give you is this, and this is one thing everybody could do. Do yourself a favor, spend $200 and go. And this is before Gary even did this. I did this with my naturopath before. And just do blood panels and have them do a workup on all your blood panels. It's not going to tell you, yes, you have cancer. No, you don't. Yes, you have this disease or that. What it will tell you is that it'll tell you about precursors, or it will tell you about where there are flags and where you need to maybe delve deeper. But then you know what you need to do. You need to, you have a, high cholesterol, low cholesterol, high blood pressure, where it's coming from. Do you need to have, which liver signals are you, should you be paying attention to? Here's that other going up this road right here. It doesn't look like that big of a deal, but you see this long, lazy, sloping, curvy road. This is a fraud. This road here is a fraud. It will tell you, oh man, this is difficult. This is as bad as it gets. And then you come around this corner and you hit that first little hill. Nope. No. But anyway, if you if you eat bad, if you eat poorly, you drink. My doctor said, I was never anywhere near an alcoholic at all. I maybe drink 10 drinks a week, and I wouldn't drink for 2 months. But there's something about there's a thing in your liver called your belly ribbon that my liver was not responding well, and it wasn't filtering right and wasn't working right. She put me on a certain protocol with supplements and diet, and in 5 months my panel went completely away. About my belly ribbon height, the height went completely away. And she said, man, that's remarkable, because I stopped everything that day, that afternoon. And this is how dumb I was. This is probably 12 years ago. I thought that drinking orange juice, apple juice, and pineapple juice was the best thing for you, because guess what? It was juice. It's like drinking soda and anything. It's horrible for you. So I stopped it all cold turkey. And then I just started hiking every single day, and it just just changed for me anyway. Here, let me stop here for a second. Hey, Yasin, hola, amigo. Yeah. I'm sorry some of these streams get off into hiking and fitness and stuff like that, but it's just a natural progression for me. I know we're here to talk about Waikiki and all that, and I know some people get bored of the health talk, but if it, you know, like Gerard, man, if just mentioning it to a couple of you have got you to change your diet for a little bit, and you've seen the light and you've stopped drinking so much and maybe got off your booty and went for a walk that turned into 2 walks and 3 walks and 4 walks, and now you're kind of addicted to it, you know, that's good. Look up NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and look up what the NMN does to your, there's a million YouTube videos. Look up David Sinclair, look up NMN and NAD. What do they do to your body, man? And you can go to Science by Nature, I think it's called. And I buy, Lucy's on it. Lucy's been on NMN for 5 years. But it's her diet and her oils and all the stuff I put her on. That sucker's 15 years old, just turned 15 years old. I always tell people that she's 13 or 12 just because I don't like for people to think she's too old, but she's 15. You see other dogs that are 15 years old. I mean, she's not like she was when she was a puppy, but man, she's in great shape for a 15-year-old Chihuahua. I'm telling you, she is. And the doctors they're amazed by it. And I tell them, I give her NMN and NAD protocol for now. This is probably the 4th year for sure, 5th year probably. Yeah, no, 5th year, yeah. And I've been on it for a long, long time. Just take it twice a day, 2 little powder scoops under your tongue. Tastes like crap, but it'll make you want to run through walls. Repair cells, all the cells that you're killing yourself with smoking and drinking and crap food. You know, just imagine if you stopped all this stuff and still took NMN. You'd be so far ahead of the game. Sorry, the comments weren't showing. Just had to fix it. Yeah, Lance, I could tell, man, you're a wiry sucker, man. I bet you're strong as a little mule and just running up and down stairs. That's a great man. I can also tell you this, that for me, I take a lot of collagen, and I take, God, why am I drawing a blank? I have to run through the list of them on my, the list of supplements to get to the one I'm wanting to talk about. Creatine and, God dang it. But I take like double dosage because I take double dosage of the supplements. It doesn't hurt you if you go overboard. You just flush them through your system. But you know, when you get like 40 or over, you start getting dark spots on your hands and face and all that stuff. I just have some of those on my hand just because I live out in the sun. But for the amount that I'm in the sun, I don't have them on my face. My hair is thick. Teeth is good. My cardio is, I think, pretty decent, you know. I can do those types of hikes, you know, and do them with people that are, you know, in their early 30s and make them quit. Not all of them. There's a couple of guys I hiked Diamond Head with that just made me look like I was standing still. But the point is, it's not a competition as much as it is the point that just being in shape. And here's the most important part, guys. If you don't get anything, here it is right here. It's not that you get in shape. It's that it is that you get in shape. And it's not like you have to compete with other people, but you have the ability to do things that you wouldn't do otherwise. Like, you may get home from work and just sit down on your stupid couch and start stuffing your face with chips and ice cream and soda and all that stuff. But when you start doing these tiny little things, you don't want to do those types of things anymore. And when you stop doing those things, you want to start doing other things. It's like that thing I was telling you. If you can't do 10 miles, that's all right. Don't do 10 miles. Do 10 blocks. Can't do 10 blocks. Do 8. Can't do 8. Do 6. Can't do 6. Do 4. Everybody can do 4. Get up and go 4 blocks. You're going to spend, when you go home and you're home at 7 o'clock, it's going to be 8 o'clock no matter what you do. When you come home and you sit your dead ass on your couch and you reach for that remote or you start playing games or whatever it is that you do that's bad for you. If you don't do any of those things, I'm not talking about that. But when you start at 7 and you look at the clock and it's 8 o'clock, guess what? That's 1 hour. No matter what you did, it turned 8 o'clock. It went from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock no matter what you did. You could have spent that hour walking, running, jogging, doing something that was going to make you want to do that same thing again the next day. Sitting on the couch talking about doing it the next day doesn't make you want to do it the next day. Getting up and doing it, because now you have rewarded yourself with wonderful energy building exertion. So don't let that hour get away. When you get home at 7, don't let it turn 8 o'clock and you have done nothing. Do something in that hour, something other than what you always do, whatever it is. That's my advice. Unsolicited advice that I should not have given. That's all right, Nancy. Get 1 pound weights and do hammer curls or do lifts, something, anything. That's the other thing. As you get older, when you get in older, like even 40s, 50s, 60s, the fact that you don't put your bones or your muscles under load in any other fashion than from walking and sleeping and just doing intermittent activities, that's one of the worst things you could possibly do, because your body is deteriorating from the day you stop doing that. Like you say things like, man, when I was in my 30s, I used to fill in the blank, run, walk, swim, dive, whatever. When you get in your 50s, you stop doing that, in 60s and start doing that. That's now 10 years of not doing something. When you're in 70s, that's 20 years of not doing it. When you're in 80s, that's 30 years of not doing that. So no matter what you did in the earlier years, nothing is paying off for you when you're in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Even if you do the littlest of things, you're ahead of where you would have been otherwise. You're above the average person your age, And I'll tell you, my mother, she's like that. My mother is so hard on herself about that. And she gets up and she walks to her mailbox. Her mailbox isn't 5 miles away, but for her age to go to the mailbox and back, and sometimes she'll bring some mail back and go back, just get some more, leave it there and come back, get some more. That to me is so inspiring, because she sees me do these types of things. And, that to me that's a home run. That is a home run. I'm just so excited that Gerard is having, has taken on some of these things and he's seeing some benefit out of it. I think that's just outstanding. There's no age limit. 88's a great age. Even if you have 2 pound weights or 1 pound weights, doing hammer curls, doing little flies, so much of what ails you, like when you have a bad hip or a lot of times people will have a hip replaced and then have the other hip replaced because the first one was making them overuse the first one. Well, the way to avoid that is never, or try and avoid and get that first one into shape the minute it starts getting bad. You know, what I've heard doctors say, well, just wait until you really limp really bad, and then that's when you'll need to get your hip replaced. Man, if my hip got that bad, the first thing I'd do is I'd start working that hip out like it was, like I wanted to have it fall off. Put it under load, because you're going to have to, you think you may have to replace it anyway. Well, let's fix that. Put that sucker under load, get muscle around it, tighten up those tendons, anything to not replace it. Same thing with your hips and your knees and your shoulders, in my opinion, anyway. So let's go into here, eat some crappy malasadas. I'm not going to eat any now that I just had this talk with you guys, but we'll go look. We'll see what's up. There's a long line anyway. Yeah, and the pool, that's a great place. Your load, you still have resistance, but your load on your joints is much lower. No, oh, the Cat Cafe is right down that way. This is Kapahulu right here. That's the main freeway right back there. We've been down this way a number of times. Let's look and see what, they probably don't have many malasadas left today. No, they don't, but let's take a look inside. Go ahead. You're welcome. Sir. Well, you're throwing that around awful liberally. Look at those cupcakes. Gosh, it smells like burnt sugar and flour in there, doesn't it? It smells so good, huh? Oh, I tell you what, man, if I didn't have any food discipline, I'd be the fattest kid on the block, man. I could murder me some malasadas. Yeah, Sandy, you can tell you're in good shape. Ooh, Loco Moco sounds good. But how bad is that for us? Look at this guy. Just riding on my bike with my boogie board on the sidewalk when there's a bike lane right here. Yep. Well, it has sugar, man. There's a couple of YouTube, and I'm not one of those people that if it's on YouTube, I just unilaterally believe it. But there are a couple of recent YouTube that are sponsored and they're peer approved. They talk about the things that are causing colon cancer in young kids or younger people these days. And man, they start talking about the dyes and all the foods that are bad for you. They say some of the worst foods are like jerky, you know, like the Slim Jims, juices, Monster Energy drink. Monster Energy drink has literal ingredients in it that's labeled as poison, and other products that it's the same ingredients. It's listed as poison. You know, I mean, just that alone, just that one thing of Monster Energy drinks and Red Bull and all that. Why would people drink that? If you know that's what's in it, why would you drink it? And millions of people drink, you know, several cans a day, every day. I can't do that. There's a Safeway. We can go in the Safeway, or we can go down here to Rainbow Drive-In, get something to eat. I'm not sure if you guys want to watch me semi-stuff my face. We can go in there and get a Starbucks instead, or go down here and get something at Rainbow Drive-In. What would you guys like to do? All right, Gerard. Ciao, amigo. You've never had a malasadas. We got to do that just for Sandy. This is a good local cafe Shasta was telling me about. I have not been here before, but we are going to go in there one day, probably sooner than later. Do you know what I want so bad? And I would walk back there right now if they had it. Is that green drink at the KCC Farmers Market? Were any of you on that stream? Oh my gosh, the cucumber and ginger and mint that he had in that drink. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to have a Starbucks and Rainbow, so we'll go to Rainbow. So you can see that this hike from the top of that mountain down to here, it's about 3.4, 3.6 miles. It's not once you get on the flat ground, but you're going to be a little bit worn out after you go up and down that hill. I wanted to show you something, but I have to show you from the other side. But you can walk all this way into Waikiki. This Kapahulu runs all the way into Kalakaua, and the cross streets are right there by the zoo, right where Waikiki Shore is, and Queen Kapiolani Hotel, and the zoo is across the street. Yeah, I'm not dragging my dead butt up the street. Okay, this is a rarity, so I'm going to point it out. Mark your calendars. Holly's is open. See that red sign, Holly's? You see all that tuna? Pictures they have at the bottom. They say, Hawaiians tell me, locals, Uber drivers, locals tell me that's the best place in all of Oahu. That's the best place in all of Oahu for poke and sashimi and fresh tuna. I don't know. I've never been there because it's closed every single time I've been by there. That's probably one of only 3 times I've seen it open because they make so much money or so much business on doing catering. That's a really good traditional Japanese restaurant. Ono Seafood, if you've looked up seafood, or if you've looked up great restaurants in Waikiki and Oahu, that's one of them. There's the Udon Musubi place we had talked about before. All this is on one street, obviously, on Kapahulu. Yep, had 2 of those. I'd had 4 if you guys weren't on the stream. Colleen, you're arriving here in Waikiki. I hope that mean guy isn't on the streets up here and says mean words to me. By the cat cafe. Is that what you're asking about, where the cat cafe is? This is our gourmet Mexican restaurant, Lance. Another Hawaiian restaurant right there, the Ono. Miss Cassie Vegas, is she in the house? Yes, she is. Well, that's authentic Mexican food, Lance. Also, OMG, Oahu Mexican Grill by Twin Fin, or actually by the Marriott. That's really good. Alejandro's is really good. It's back there right by Kono's that we walk right past and even mention it, but Alejandro's and Kono's Kono's is a good burrito restaurant, and Alejandro's was right next to it, but they were bought out by another Mexican food place. Starbucks is mocking me by being on every corner. Side Street Inn, you would not think that was a remarkable place, but it sure enough is. Lines of people on weekends. Very, very much preferred by locals and families. Hello, Cassie Vegas. Are you right there? Okay, Lucianne, go to Bible study. Just that alone makes you better than 90% of us. There's one of the other entrances to that Side Street Inn. And there's Zippy's. I've seen a number of your posts, Vern. How are you liking your visit? It's a really good bakery. Right straight through there is Diamond Head Grill at the end of the street, and that's the street that takes you around to Diamond Head Monument, Diamond Head Park Reserve. Great Vietnamese. Very good skewer place right here. That wasn't very nice to say. It was a mean thing to say, huh? And how's that audio now? Much better, I bet, huh? Yes, but we're going to stop and get something to eat at Rainbow Drive, and I'm going to go against what I just got through saying, but I need a spike of sugar big time. I need a soda or something, or a Gatorade, or I'm fading. That's my one homeless friend over there. See, you guys think I'm mean to them and all that. I've helped that guy out so much. He's a cool dude. His name's Patrick, if you've heard me talk about him before. Patrick. He must be in another realm. He ended up waving, but it's a nice guy. Very respectful or somewhat respectful, I should say. No, I finished yesterday evening, but I only had some salmon and some eggs and broccoli, so I'm fading now. You shouldn't eat a lot right after. but I need a strong hit of sugar. But I want to get something here because we've been by here so many times. And I had to pay off the lady last time, a couple times ago, and now we don't have to. But there's just something about this place. We've talked about it before. I just love it. It's just so homey, you know. It's like old hometown week or something when I come here. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. So let's order whatever you guys want. It doesn't matter as long as it's meat and food. But I need a big sugary soda drink for sure. So we can get the the Rainbow Royal double burger, barbecue burger, mahi sandwich. Get their loco moco plate, chili cheese dog. I'm just telling you all the things that I want to get. Pork roast with gravy. So let's pick from those. Let's pick the double burger, the mahi sandwich.
Yeah.
Or loco moco. What would you like? Yeah, he saw him a couple weeks ago. He's a good guy. I don't think they have, man, milkshakes are just too thick right now. Have a lot of dairy in it. I don't want to do that. All right, let's get their burger and a big old stinking soft drink.
Hi, can I get
Yes.
today?
Hi, could I get a Rainbow Royal with the large Coke or Pepsi? It doesn't matter which one you have.
Your name, sir.
Tony. And can I get the drink first, please? Or,
The drink first?
yeah, if you don't mind. Okay. I know. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes.
So it's going to be coming out, so you might want to hang out over here.
All right. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. See this, guys? Oh, their burgers are no joke. All right. Salute. Oh my gosh. I needed that. Bring us some ketchup. Thanks, you don't mind. Thank you. All right. They have these old school tables, those chairs like that. I just love it. It doesn't matter. It's going to be. Give it a shot on purpose. It's going to be. So that was what, $10 or so? And these burgers are really good for the value. And they put all the good stuff on it too, man. Look at that. Mm-mm. What's that? A cheeseburger? Cassie Vegas. What was the food item that Mr. Cassie Vegas ate that you said that he ate at the deck? That was the best he's ever had. The scallops. I'm gonna try that. Vern, you'll love this place. It's really good. It's not far from Waikiki either. Cassie Vegas. Did he have the cheeseburger at Duke's? And I promise you, we're going to do at least one 4-day pass Waikiki Trolley giveaway before I get to Waikiki. I like when they put the whole onion on there. See that? It just rings. No, we were going to do it just this next week. But Shasta's gone until the 3rd of June, I believe it is. But the week she comes back, we're on that. We've got a bunch of really cool things lined up. We've got a catamaran announcement that I'm going to make. I've already told you what it's going to be, that Holokai catamaran, but I'm going to be able to tell you when we could do the first giveaway, which will be next week, by the way. So what would you guys rather, I asked this the other day, but I want to get some more people's input. What would you rather have? Would you rather have the one sunset cruise on the catamaran, or the 4-day Waikiki travel or Waikiki trolley pass? Catamaran. Thanks. Oh, and by the way, the catamaran one, some of them that we'll give away are going to be the ones with the drinks. It includes unlimited drinks. They have bathrooms on there. They have, oh my goodness. I held my tongue that entire time. So the catamarans will have drinks. They have like Mai Tais. And Cassie Vegas, I think you went on one, didn't you? Catamaran. Oh, you guys like catamaran, huh? Probably prefer the cruise. Was it you, Sandy, or was it you, Cassie Vegas? Mm. So Cassie Vegas, you're the one I want to ask about. So do you remember, was it Holokai that you went on? The yellow one, the yellow catamaran? They have, all you can drink. They have a nice bathroom. They have seasick medicine if you want it. Uh, I think it's an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 15-minute cruise. And they go from the beach and they go straight out and then they go across. They have a beautiful view of Waikiki. They go around Diamond Head, around the base of Diamond Head, and then they come back. No hoops. The catamaran. See, I think I'd rather do the catamaran too, just because. I mean, I've done a bunch of catamarans, but that's it's just something unique. You get off the beach right on there. Do the Mai Tai, okay. Oh, Jennifer, you did? Man, that sugar is exactly what I needed. I was fading, boy. The cruises that we're going to give are going to be either sunset or sunrise, or the Turtle Canyon type tour. And each time we do the giveaway, I'll give you that designation, let you know which one is which. Cassie Vegas, was there any type of trepidation getting off on the shore for you or anybody on the boat? Were you apprehensive at all to get off the boat or on? Oh, Turtle Canyon. Yeah. Have you never been to Turtle Canyon, Michelle? How much was that burger? I want to figure out what that burger was again. Can you guys see it right there?
Barbecue beef please.
I think that's a good deal without French fries. That bento box place is a place that's over there by the harbor and by KCC. Oh, look at that guy's talking. right, guys, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube and you want to do any type of favor for that helps the group, for me personally, not necessarily for Shasta, but everybody else, if you want to do a huge favor, don't send cash or money or gifts or anything. If you would go over to the YouTube channel, and boy, some of you are wearing it out. I think you're doing a fantastic job, and don't think for a second Terry's not making a list. But if you would just go watch a couple of the old videos that you watched, whether it's the shorts or it's the live streams, maybe watch one you missed, maybe re-watch one you really liked a lot, and just give it a like and a comment. Some of you are doing such a great job, and I appreciate you taking every minute that you do to like those videos. It really, really does help us out a lot. It's going to help us grow that channel, which is going to help us be able to do a lot of things for you guys. I would appreciate that if you would do it. You don't have to do it now. Do it later, next week, tomorrow, sometime. Anything helps. That's great, Janet. I appreciate that. That's great, Jennifer. I appreciate it. All right, let's do it. Let's do a 4-day Waikiki Trolley giveaway. This one's going to be an easy one. Easy. But if you're not going to be here this year, please don't play. If you won in the last 30 days, except for you, Annette, just because I think we'd have a mutiny on our hands if you won again. Everybody else is eligible, please. Everybody else is eligible, and the third correct answer wins. We're going to do two of them. We're going to do two questions. I'm wondering if we should wait a few minutes. Yeah, let's wait just another minute here. Look at these cats. Look at this cat here. Sorry, I spun around. Can you see that cat? He's wiped out, laying upside down. Those cats will lay there in that sun on the other side of that window, and it just gets baking hot, and I guess they just love it. They can't get enough of it. You know what bugs the shit out of me is when people do this stuff right here. When they do that when you're walking on the sidewalk. Yeah, moron. God, it makes me so mad. When you're in the sidewalk and the guy's creeping. You know how many times you can be creeping like that and you just let your foot slide off the brake or on the gas or something like that, and then guess what happens? You get ran right into. How do I know that? Funny you should ask, because that happened to me. Right straight down this street about 2 years ago, right there by Macaulay. I was walking through the crosswalk, and this guy was way over here. He just starts creeping right out of the corner of my eye, and I just turned around to say something to him. It was a she, by the way. And her foot must have slipped off the brake, off the gas or brake, whatever she was holding. She just went bam and ran right into me. Oh, I was so mad. I was wanting two things so bad. I was either wanting to turn into a woman or for her to turn into a man. And that ding dong just did the same thing. Ooh, I don't like that. I really apologize, guys, when I let things like that bother me, but I just can't. It's very difficult for me to let those things go. Especially when it's something that someone's going to get hurt when it happens. I just, needlessly, I don't like that. Should I get tattoos like this guy's guy? Colleen, I asked you and you probably answered, ma'am. I totally missed it. When are you here? What are your dates? Well, I owe Miss Cassie Vegas, Janet, and Sandy, and Nancy that up there. So I'm going to be on at least that long. I owe them their dose of ocean today. It's going to be a beautiful ocean today. It was beautiful on the way out. Okay, let's do the first 4-day Waikiki trolley pass for this stream. If you're not coming this year, please don't play. And you could, if you've won in the last 30 days, except for Annette, I apologize, Annette. You're able to play. Okay. What's the name of the street that I pointed out on the way up to the top there? What was the name of the street? The main street. We were actually going down, but the street was pointing up. What was the name of that street? Third correct answer wins. Ooh, not so easy, huh? Every day for you, Janet. Did I stump you guys? I just about bit it right there. No, the main street sign. I remember I walked over and I pointed in the street sign. I said, man, look at that street sign. That's the name of the street that goes all the way up. Nope. One of you is very close. Yeah, Michelle, it's the street. That's the main street that goes up that road to Ruth's place that I told you about. One of you got it really close. If you just give it again. Nope. Boy, if I have to tell you what it is, one of you is going to be so mad because you didn't keep saying it. This is where they have the that small little farmer's market on Sundays. We've gone there, got some pineapple a couple of times. That's the zoo right there. Oh, come on. One of you said it really, really close. You're like a couple letters off. This is Cahillo here, by the way. Do you want me to tell you? And we'll just do another question. All right, I'll tell you. And one of you, I think, Shirley, you almost got it. You just didn't spell it right. It's Allen Crest. How about that, huh? You were so close. If you'd have said it another 2 times, I would have given it to you. Okay, we'll do one that's much easier. Third correct answer. What was the cost of the Royal Rainbow burger that I bought? How much was just the burger? Third correct answer wins. Shirley, you almost did have it. You were close, close. Third correct answer. How much it was the Rainbow Royal burger? Third correct answer. Nope. You guys are guessing with the drink, and that's what made it $10. Grand Capulani Hotel, over the deck. Oh, you guys, I stumped you again. I figured you were going to screenshot that menu. Oh, I love this. You guys aren't so cocky now, are you, when you don't have your screenshots? Guys. Waikiki Grand Hotel, that's more of like it's an Airbnb really, but it's also hotel apartments, longer term. Teddy's Burgers. Oh, you guys, come on. Shall I tell you? One of you got it once. Oh, Cassie Vegas, that's an easy thing to say. Don't say that. Somebody said it already once. Need 2 more. Mary Kay, you got it. 675. You got it the first time. I'm like, here it comes. Boom, boom, boom. Mary Kay, you won a 4-day Waikiki trolley pass. Congratulations. Good for any and all routes. You know what to do. Act as if we've never met, never talked, never communicated. Reach out to Terry and tell your first name, last name, email, phone number, and what dates you think you'll be coming, or the range of dates. And they'll either, you know how it works, but they'll either email or mail the passes to you depending on when you are coming. Congratulations. And you know that just killing Annette because she knew both answers. Did you know, Annette, honestly? Boy, the water's so light. Look how light it is today, huh? You know, wow, I can't believe how much the color's changed in the last 2 days. I didn't even come by the water this morning. When I came out on the other side on Cahillo, came across Cahillo and went through the park there and then went down. I didn't even notice the color, but look how green it is.
Walk it to the back.
We're going to do some 30-minute, and maybe even an hour-long streams that are just going to be just ocean shots, just like this shot right here. Early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock, so we'll get a sunrise. But you'll see all the waves, activity. You may even see some animal life go by. That's why I want to get that polarized filter on, so you'll be able to see down in the water much, much better. And it'll have probably no music, just this sound. I'm going to have those Polaroid or polarizing and the neutral density filters hopefully this weekend, and we'll be able to test them out either this weekend or Monday, hopefully at the latest, and you'll be able to see down in the water. The glare will be off, and you'll see the blue like I do. There'll be no like natural light pollution. You're welcome, Miss Cassie. Yeah, I mean, so many people love just this sound, and I'm out here anyway. I might as well shoot it and just come out. I could come out as early as we need to and just shoot it so many days that we get something that's really, really special, something that's really nice, and just on a loop, you know, because I know people that like just watching this just like that. They'll watch channels on YouTube for hours. Oh. Okay, got water. It would look like something just like this. Let me show you, right? Like that. If people come in the shot, that's just natural. That's how they come in. Can you hear? Can you hear? Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me try something here. I'll just hold this out here. Can you hear it now better? It's a bit windy, really. It's windy, huh? Okay, how about this? How about that? See this way, how's that? Yeah, no problem. Do you swim right in this area a lot? Do you swim in this area right here a lot?
Grew up in this area.
Oh, do
Swimming, surfing, doing everything.
Have you ever seen the eels that come in here?
Yeah.
What are those? What do you know what kind they are?
But there's a lot of different types of species.
Yeah. There's a couple orange ones in here that yeah, in here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's try this. How's that? Okay, let me try this. Is that better? We're still picking up the waves from this side, but I'm blocking it with this post. See, I'm blocking like that from the waves, the wind. I think that's such a beautiful shot always. Mahalo for coming by, Nancy. I appreciate it. Thank you for your time today. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get a shot like here from this. Actually, what's better is from this side. This side here, shooting into Diamond Head with the sun coming over the top. See, with the reflection right now, you can't really see in here very well. But with that polarized lens I'll have, you'll be able to see right down to the bottom. It'll be amazing. And you'll see it more like I see it in natural light. Soon, Lance. Lance, when are you? You know what? Let's take care of some business. First off, Colette, when are you coming? I know I've asked you that twice now, and I've not paid attention, but I'm going to now. I promise. When are you coming here? Or do you know Lance? She may not be on here anymore. Oh, you're welcome, Yasin. Did you see our hike today? Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. Doggone it. Here comes a couple of really good ones here. I love these waves like this. There's that, Lance. May 24th to June 8th. Oh, you're going to be here in a day. Colleen, so what have you won any, or are you doing the Waikiki Trolley, or have you won a Waikiki Trolley pass or anything yet, or? Your name looks familiar. See that water right there whirling? It doesn't look like much. And when it's low tide, it doesn't mean much. But when it's higher tide like this, that water right there will spin you like a top, man. Especially when it's riding over the top of that wall there. Yeah, it's really teal green. It looks almost fake. Who are you coming with, Colleen? There's your hotel right there. Hang on one second, guys. Adjustment coming. Colleen, I can hook you up with 2 more day passes. You'd probably want two Waikiki trolley passes instead of 1 more 4-day pass, right? That way you could have 3 people do 1 day, and then you could do a consecutive day for free. If you do the second day consecutive to the first one. Would you rather that? Because if I gave you if you won, let me say it that way. If you won a 1 4-day pass, it'd only be good for you for 4 days. But if you won 2 more 1-day passes, you can give those 2 to your girlfriends. You guys could do 2 days on the trolley. 3 of you. You watched the pig? I know. I don't tell that story. There's so many stories I have video and once I start putting myself on camera, I'll tell you my Caitlyn Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe, and Kourtney Kardashian story. It'll blow you away, and I have photos to prove it too. So, did Colleen respond? No, she did not yet. Colleen, let me know. Or you may have already bought them, so let me know if you've already bought them. We could do something else, maybe. But guys, I have got to get a coffee. There's no line, so it won't be long. Yeah, I used to produce all their shows, not Kardashian shows, way before this, when Bruce and Kris Jenner did their fitness infomercials. We produced a bunch of their infomercials. Hello, how are you? Fantastic. Couldn't be better. Could I get a venti pipe with just with nothing, just black, the way it comes out?
Perfect.
Easy breezy, huh?
Love that.
Oh.
Can I get your name?
Tony. Couldn't be better. How about you? I could have come in with all those nasty drink orders, but I didn't. Thanks. Did we lose her? Did she go? Did Colleen leave? Oh, she did. Hang on 1 second. I didn't see. Hang on, let me. Well, I'm not giving them to you, Cassie or Colleen. I just said, would it be good if you won them? So. This is a question just for people from Australia with the initials C and T. How much was the bento box? Well, how much was the cost of the bento box according to the price on the side of their van by Rainbow Drive-In? And Lance, you can help her, but not in the chat here. Only for people from Australia with the initials CT. Whoops. Hang on 1 second, guys. Did she answer? No. God dang it. The comments are freezing on me. Oh, because there's water on the screen. Doggone it. Okay. Did she answer? I didn't see it. I've got to see it. Look at that. Cassie Vegas. The world's most expensive acai bowl. Right in there. Did she answer? I didn't see it. Tell her to answer again. Maybe she's not hearing me because I don't see her comments. Oh man, and New Zealand and Australia is the same thing. So it's almost like the same. You could probably answer and get away with it. Caroline. Noel is officially shunned for the next 3 streams. Where did she go? I'm trying to do her a favor here. I'm going to have to get off the stream here in just a few minutes. Oh, Kathy, are you really? Good. Did you do half doses first off, hopefully? Hopefully she is. Hopefully you are. If you have high blood pressure, cholesterol, circulation issues, man, it should be like an inadvertent meal replacement. Not that it replaces the meal, but it just kills your appetite. But good on you, Kathy. Keep me posted. Oh, taking the evening. Try and take it one early in the morning, like on an empty stomach. If you're not getting stomach issues at night, try it in the morning right before you eat anything, and just only drink like water or coffee after. Don't put any food on top of it. Just kind of let it sit a little bit. And if you just do like half order, lots of energy. That's great. Dang, I guess we lost Colleen. You missed that part, Colleen? But you missed that part of the stream? Lance, help her out. Tell her something close, and then Colleen, I'll ask you, how much were the bento boxes on the side of the van for 2 one-day Waikiki trolley passes? Good for 2 days, as long as the second day is consecutive with the first. Well, I can't by rights. What number is not in this sequence? Colleen, what number is not in that sequence? There's 2 numbers not in that sequence. What are they? Actually 3, but what are the 2 higher numbers not in that sequence? We're on Oahu. Got to work for it, Colleen. Some of you guys are just killing you, isn't it? What, Circle Hotel? But it's in this sequence, but it wasn't in the other sequence. Yes, five what? $5? Yay!
Bye.
Colleen wins. Colleen, you won 2 one-day Waikiki trolley passes. Good for you. Excellent. Well done. So you need to send a message to Terry and tell your first name, last name, email, zip code, and phone number, and what date you're going to be here. And Vi will get you straightened out. But for your own well-being and Lance's health and well-being, please don't assume that Terry has any of your other information. Just act like you've never met her before. Don't say, you have my information, here's my phone number. She'll hunt Lance down and do terrible, bad things to him. Yay, Colleen. But Colleen, you also, by accepting these passes comes great responsibility. You must do photos and little video clips and post about your good or bad experiences. Tell us who your driver is and all kinds of cool stuff, if you would, please. That'd be much appreciated. Of course, you don't have to do any of that, but we do appreciate when we hear from you guys. Oh, I don't think Lance would like it. The only thing that hath more fury than a woman scorned is a Filipino woman scorned. And the only thing worse than a Filipino woman scorned is a Vietnamese woman scorned. And Lance, you can have your pick. Either one will hunt you down and put levels of hurt on you that you were not aware a human body was capable of. Good, good. Princess Kailani. This hotel got a really good, very popular YouTube video and review the other day. And it was an older video, but man, they did a good job. I want to show you guys something. Okay, you're never going to be able to see this, but we'll be able to see it up a little bit further. Actually, let me do that. I want to show you guys something. Yeah. Cruzo de calle de Sim. All right. I'm going to have to stop kind of not in the street, but you'll see. I'll stop right here. Okay. I'll hold it still. Can you guys see those houses up on that hill? Can you see them? Can you see the very top of the houses right there? You see the house on the very, very far end on the left? You see that architecture with the arches I was telling you about? That's where you came from. Today, anyway. We came from Kaimana, up Kapahulu, up to the top, through those pine trees, and back down through here again. So the next time someone says, oh, you don't go anywhere on your stupid hikes, you don't go anywhere but Waikiki, tell them to shut up and show them this video. We ain't no punks, ain't no babies. We put in miles. Not miles, but I mean, it just seems like it though. Yep. So if you all weren't completely and totally turned off by my huffing and puffing on the stream, it actually got pretty bad. You guys only listen to maybe 20 minutes of it, but if it's me going up, say, Cocoa Head or even Lanikai Pillbox, that won't be so bad. That's only like 30, 45 minutes. So I can get up that pretty quick. That wouldn't be so bad. But see, there you go. You can see that row of houses. See that house, the very top to the left, that's where we went. That little kind of flat area, that's where we went up and back around. That's where we looked out onto the valley there. Caroline, oh, you have to watch the beginning. It was really cool. We went to the that park up there, Wahina something. It's that place I always tell you about where it's the like pine trees. It doesn't look like you're in Oahu or Honolulu area at all because it's beautiful pine trees. That's where we went. The power drink of champions, man. Yeah, it did. It looked like California up in the Emerald Triangle almost, huh?
My phone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Glad you got to join me. Hope you laughed a little bit. I know you did because I'm still cracking up over Janet. And you learned a little bit. I know you did because we went up on that new cool place. So you learned of a new cool place to go hiking. And most of all, I want you guys to know that I really, really do appreciate it. I say it every stream. I tried to say it every stream, but I want you to know I do mean it. Hopefully the effort we put forth, the helping you with your stays, with the information, some random giveaways that may help your pocketbook a little bit, may make your stay a little bit better, may help you go see some places you may not otherwise see. Those are all joys that I do not take for granted, and I do appreciate your time. Adios.